How many people have you seen overdoses? Because the way that you said it almost seemed like it was just sort of normal. Like it wasn't that big of a deal.
In my lifetime or here?
Both.
In my lifetime, probably about 100 people.
100 people you've seen overdose?
Since I was a kid, yeah.
So, here we go.
My name is Jada. I'm 35. I'm an active heroin fentanyl user.
Where did we find you today, Jada?
I'm sleeping in my tent under the bridge.
We're in New Orleans.
Yes, New Orleans, Louisiana.
How'd you get down to here to New Orleans?
My boyfriend's dad was dying of cancer, and we decided to calm down and spend the rest of the months that he had left with him.
And I know that you had mentioned before we started recording you were clean at the time, and when he passed away, you and your significant other started using again and have been using ever since.
Yes.
Were you homeless at the time that you realized? You guys had a place down here?
We had a place, 3 cars. I was like 3 months pregnant with a baby. We have a 1-year-old daughter. I see her like every other day, so.
Now you see her every other day?
I see her every other day.
Where does she live?
With her aunt.
Okay. And you still see her?
Yeah.
That's good. What's it like living under here? I mean, just for those that aren't really going to be able to see this, we're under a kind of a bridge, a highway, and there's hundreds and hundreds of tents.
Yeah, it's loud. It's noisy. People steal, and steal the stupidest things. But a lot of people are really nice, and it's just like your own little community that we just live in. And like a lot of times it's hard.
Yeah, it's hot as heck out here right now too.
And it's cold in the wintertime.
Yeah. So is it dangerous out here?
I would
You ever get
say.
scared?
I mean, I'm not scared, but at the same time, I'm not jumping in and out of cars like half of the other girls out here. So
You mean, like they're prostituting and you're not?
yeah, exactly.
You don't do any sort of prostitution or anything like that? How do you guys find money or make money?
He works. He's a small engine mechanic, so people have scooters and motorcycles that need to get fixed, and he does that.
What would happen if you guys didn't, fix an engine today and you guys were really sick because you're using heroin, right? Like that's something you have to use at least once a day.
2, 3, 4 times.
2, 3, 4 times a day?
Yeah.
How would you get money if you guys couldn't do it? Engine
I
repairs?
would go to the light with a sign, and I guess panhandle they call it. I would do that.
Yeah. Can you make good money doing that?
And some days.
How much money?
And then I've made on a good day, about $130, $140.
That's pretty good. And so you said each of you are using 3, 4 times a day, right? How much money of heroin are you guys spending?
$50 a day.
$50 a day? If you had more than $50, would you spend more than that on heroin?
No.
No? Just pretty much stay at $50. What's the worst thing you've seen out here?
I don't know, overdoses? I haven't seen anybody get shot yet, so I'll just say somebody overdosing. I try not to go anywhere, conversate with people. Try to stay by myself, my circle is small.
How many people have you seen overdoses? Because the way that you said it almost seemed like it was just sort of normal. Like it wasn't that big of a deal.
In my lifetime or here?
Both.
In my lifetime, probably about 100 people.
100 people you've seen overdose?
Since I was a kid, yeah.
How long have you been using?
Since I was 19.
So was that
But my
15
parents
years?
were users too, so.
So you've been seeing it even before you started using?
Yeah.
When do you think, what's the youngest age you were that you saw an overdose happen?
12.
You were 12 when you saw your first person overdose and die?
They didn't die, they came back. The ambulance brought them back. But, yeah, I remember.
Are there certain things that you're afraid of out here? Like, are you afraid of overdosing?
No.
Why?
Because if that's what God's plans for me to die, how I'm going to die, then that's how I'm going to die.
Does it make you sad ever to think about that if that is God's plan, that your daughter won't have her mom in her life? Do you want to get clean and change your life, or
Sometimes.
Sometimes you do. What makes you want to stay out here?
I don't know anything else.
Just been doing it this way your whole life? Do you think it's possible for you to get clean? If you were shown the way and helped and someone was able to guide you, do you think that you're the type of person that could live a clean and sober lifestyle?
I mean, I've done it before. It's just that something always happens. It's either a good day or a bad day, and you just always end up back like this. So I kind of sort of gave up trying.
How many times have you gone to rehab?
3.
And what's the longest you've stayed clean in the last 15, 16 years?
4 years.
4 years. It's a long time. Were you happy during those 4 years?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Do you find happiness here, out in active addiction and homelessness under the highway?
Not really, but sometimes.
What makes you happy?
Just because I like to be by myself, I guess. Me and my dog, and that's it. I really don't even like my boyfriend half the time. As you saw, we don't sleep in the same bed. I sleep on the floor.
He sleeps on the bed and you sleep on the floor? Who makes that decision?
I did.
You let him have the bed?
It's easier. Also because he's like a heater.
He's like
when
a
he
heater?
sleeps, he gets like a fever. And it's like, you can't, like, I can't touch him, like, because it's just, he's so hot.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's good in the wintertime, but when it's 100 degrees outside, I don't want somebody that's 102 degrees to freaking touch me.
How are you getting by day to day? Like, where do you find food?
Different churches, they bring food. So, like, usually around 12, this church goes over there on that side of the whatever the name of that street is, but over there on that side, under the bridge, they bring food. Like, every day. And Sunday's a good day, Saturday they come. Like, people just walk around, they give out, housing bags, they call them sometimes, or blessing bags with different, like, snacks in it, but most of the time, like, just go to the grocery store and buy food.
Okay. What about, like, just normal? When's the last time you went to a doctor?
Maybe a year ago.
Just a normal doctor checkup,
Yeah.
or was it because you were in the hospital or something?
You know, just a normal doctor checkup.
What about a dentist?
They don't give you dental in Louisiana.
With the Medicaid system, you're saying?
Yeah.
So you've been here for 3 years and haven't seen the dentist? What about before that?
No, I saw it once, but it was just for a checkup. But if I get my teeth fixed, they were like $10,000. Like, yeah, I don't have no $10,000 for you to fix my teeth.
I can definitely hear, when you said dollars, I can hear the East Coast accent. What about when you were using in Massachusetts? How often did you go to the dentist? When's the last time?
Well, Mass Health, they cover dental.
Gotcha.
They will pull all your teeth out and give you fake ones, and it's for free.
Gotcha.
But
When's the last time that you sat down at a dinner table and had a family meal?
maybe like last week.
Oh, last week.
Yeah.
That's good.
My daughter does it with her aunt, and her mother does cook every day. They're from Honduras, so they're really big on family. When it's time to eat, you sit at the dinner table and you conversate with your family. Like,
What? How do you like take a shower? Is there places where you can go take a shower every so often?
There is, but I don't go there because it's too hot to walk there. But there's you fill up like big water jugs and you just take a shower like that.
Is there anything that you've done to feed your addiction that you're like really remorseful of, that you wish you hadn't done?
I mean, just starting to do it makes you remorseful. It's the first time you do it.
If you had, we like to ask everybody that we interview if they had a magic wand and they could wave it today and turn their life into their absolute dream life, what would that life look like? Where would you be, and who would you be with, and what would you be doing?
I don't know. I mean, if I could wave a magic wand, I would definitely take drugs away from the world. That was what I would do. I wouldn't, but I mean, I don't know.
Haven't even really
I just
thought
want
about
a world without drugs in it, yeah.
Nothing crazy. No flashy house or car. Or
No, for what? Because when I die, it's not gonna come with me.
just a life without drugs, huh?
Yeah.
That's all you want. If you had a message that you could give to anybody that's watching this, anybody in the world about anything, if you had one message that you could get across, what would it be?
Listen to your parents because they know best. Listen to your elders. They're the wise ones.
We're going to leave some information with you. We do this across the country, and people have partnered with us in terms of trying to link people to care and stuff. And I don't know if that's in your future in terms of things that you want to do, but if you do ever decide that you want help, I want you to call us, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome.